Good morning and welcome to the daily cyber briefing for what day is it? Thursday the 27th. I'm Stephen Ridgway. Oh dear. Right. Oh, you can see my green screen moving around. Good Lord. Okay. What have we got today? A heads up, in case you haven't thought about this or wasn't aware of this, Microsoft Teams, used in guest access, what they call B2B guest access, has some odd security settings. So if you join a Teams meet as a guest, I was not aware of this. Your Teams security settings, even if you've got corporate enterprise settings set by your own organization, those are wholly overwritten by the security settings of the guest or of the organization of which you are a guest. So the organization that you're dialing into. I wasn't aware of this. So I thought I would bring it to your attention. It's explained quite well in an article by Hackreed, but it may well be that you want to think again from a security and risk perspective more than anything else. Reassess the risks around joining other people's Teams meetings as guests, based around the fact that you then have no control at all over the security settings for your device in that Teams meeting. It's all run by the admins of the other organization. Not quite what I would have expected to have happened, but it is the way it works. So if you use Teams and you join other people's Teams as a guest, then be aware of this, and I would suggest you do a little bit of research into whether it affects you or not. Hackers have been seen to be tricking Mac users into running terminal commands as part of what they're describing as convincing fake job recruitment drive. So it's not new to try and get control of devices or to try and install malware or whatever as part of a fake job process, recruitment process. Sentinel-1 has identified the flexible ferret malware family as part of a North Korean aligned threat actor group that are targeting often via LinkedIn ads, by the way. So if you're a Mac user and you find yourselves enticed into a recruitment process that results in you being asked to run terminal commands on your Mac, be a little suspicious. It may not be real. And then, nice and quick today, very easy briefing today. However, quite an interesting one here. The UK Business and Trade Committee, for which I don't know, but one might read government-funded, unelectable, unaccountable quango paid for by our taxes, has come up with a suggestion that software vendors should be financially on the hook for cyber breaches that result from flaws in their software. Can see why that might be attractive. Can also see that this is going to cause all sorts of unintended consequences. So Be aware, if you're in the UK, we're living in a time where the solution to all problems is idiotic regulation. I think that this, whilst not wholly idiotic, will turn out to be completely ill thought out, and won't address the problem. Software vendors will undoubtedly, by the way, simply take out insurance to cover this risk, and that insurance will be expensive, and they will pass on the costs of that insurance to you, the purchaser. So you're not going to be better off through this. It is going to be interesting to see what they actually mean by this, because okay, that's an interesting principle. What does it mean in practice? Are you off the hook if there was a patch available but you didn't patch? Well, that would kind of make sense. Can you hold companies responsible for 0 days when nobody, including the authors of the software, the developers of the software, nobody had any idea that this vulnerability was in there? It's something new. What about components within software? So if you rely on, let's say, you don't write your own encryption algorithms, you use well-known packages. Well, what if those packages, is there a cascading liability that goes down to who, where? I don't think this is well thought through. But that's not surprising. This is modern Britain. Right, that's all from me for today. Hope you have a good Thursday. I'm suffering from a cold and I'm deaf in one ear today, so I'm not going to have a good Thursday, but I hope you do, and I'll speak to you all again. Hopefully, actually, with Ross tomorrow, to talk about some of the things that we've seen over the last few weeks, hitting our honeypots and general stuff in the cyber world that we've come across. All right, have a good one.